As we get older, we have a tendency to pick things up off the floor by hinging at the waist or the hips. And if you watch a toddler, they want to pick something off the floor, they squat down and get it. And so we lose the capacity to squat, and that has tremendous ramifications. So today I'm going to talk about how to recover our squatting ability. One of the main consequences of not being able to squat is we lose our mobility, but we also lose the strength of our pelvic floor, the support of our organs, our internal organs. And if you suffer from things like hemorrhoids, this ability to squat and revitalizing that ability will have a tremendous positive impact. So why don't we squat anymore? Well, maybe we have an injury. Maybe our ankles or our knees or our hips or our low back is stiff. So we want to keep that in mind as we begin to bring this squatting form back into our repertoire, right? And my favorite way to wake the body back up into this form is working on our backs. So just super quick, strap, tie, towel, whatever you've got. Squat form looks like this, right? Full squat is maximum knees, maximum hips, as if I was standing or squatting on the floor. It looks something like this. And then standing would look like this. And to move from squat to standing without a strap, it requires a lot of core strength that we may or may not have. So we can strap our feet and just draw ourselves up into a full squat if our joints agree, and then with some resistance begin to go into a standing position. And when you do, and when you do it slowly enough, you begin to understand all of the muscles that are required to create this squat position. And when you're standing tall, everything's lined up. You can feel the engagement in your core body. Now, to go into a squat is as if you're pulling yourself toward the floor, and you begin by waking up the core, the center of the body, and you begin to draw the knees toward the chest with some resistance, and wake up all of the squatting muscles, stuff we don't think about until we think about it. So back and forth a few times. If you have a knee, hip, or ankle that isn't working, you can always just work on one side at a time and work in a range that feels comfortable. So if you can only go to here, that's fine. No, wherever you are, right? You just work inside of that range of motion, and gradually, eventually, hopefully, the body starts to respond by increasing that range. And after you've done that for a handful of times, you may practice your squat, which might look like this, right? Not too much. Knees are bent, hips are bent, and it's a simultaneous movement. And maybe you can go all the way down and all the way back up. And I bet if you practice enough, you'll be able to do that again, and it's such a boon for your health.